welcome in Mr. Sanjiv Sharma from AC Council in a session entitled AI in Cybersecurity.
Hello. All right. Very good morning to all. As you know, AI today has become all pervasive. Everywhere you go today, you'll find everybody talking about AI. Whether it's you want to buy a car today, they say it is powered by AI. You want to buy a phone, they say there's an AI-enabled phone. Or even if you now have to buy a laptop, they say it is powered by AI. So anything and everything which we are doing today gets affected by AI. And that's exactly why it's so important to not just embrace, but also to understand why we need AI, how can we use it. AI cannot possibly take over everything, so there needs a human intervention. So that's exactly what I'm going to talk about today, so that we see how AI can be used in cybersecurity and what all uses are there for that. So before we actually go into the uses or the threats or where all is it applicable, what we need to look at is types of AI. So AI is basically referring to the development of computer systems or machines that perform tasks that are typically done by humans. These tasks could be in terms of reasoning, listening, learning, problem solving, even decision making. AI system, basically, they use algorithms, they use data, computational power, and this is used to simulate human-like cognitive processes. Within the AI models which are there, there is different types of models. One is the narrow AI, which basically refers to artificial intelligence, which is specifically designed to perform very limited range of functions. For example, you have Siri, or you also have Alexa. So you give them certain tasks to do. You give them some commands, and then they do it for you. But they are then limited to do just that. So that's restricted or narrow AI for you. If you go more further, then you have general AI, which is stronger AI, and it typically refers to AI that has the capacity to understand, to learn, and then to perform any intellectual task that any human being can. Now, this is pretty dangerous. It would then have the ability to adapt to different situations and then also think abstract. And then what we're talking about is AI functioning in a similar manner to what humans are functioning. Currently, AGI doesn't exist, but it's a theoretical goal in AI research to make AI think and act like humans do. Then there is super intelligent AI. And this goes beyond even the human intelligence. It refers to AI systems that can outperform humans in all areas of intelligence, problem solving, decision making, and doing tasks which are far more complex and involve far more decision making than what humans can do. This currently is philosophical, but this is again another kind of AI which is being worked on. So what is AI in cybersecurity, if we were to look at it. This would refer to the use of AI and machine learning algorithms to enhance the detection, prevention, and response to cyber threats. It aims to improve the efficiency and the effectiveness that cybersecurity offers, and to automate the tasks, identify patterns, and adapt to evolving threats. So AI is basically being used in all of these domains. In terms of threat detection and prediction anomaly, AI algorithms can learn the baseline behavior of systems and networks. When abnormal activities are detected, like unusual network traffic, the AI flags these as potential threats, and that's where it becomes very useful. It is also used for predictive analysis. AI can analyze historical data and predict what kind of attacks can come in future. So that's another domain in which it is used. AI can automate the response to common security incidents, like blocking malicious IP addresses, isolating compromised systems, and significantly reducing the response time when there is any kind of a potential cyber attack. AI can detect sophisticated malware that traditional signature-based antivirus solutions which they may miss. Machine language or machine learning models can classify malware based on behavioral analysis rather than relying on known signatures. In terms of network security and intrusion detection, AI-enhanced systems, intrusion detection systems, can process large volumes of network traffic data to detect potential intrusions of attacks, like the DDoS attacks in real time. In terms of phishing and fraud detection, AI can be used to detect phishing emails by analyzing factors like the writing style of emails, the use of malicious links, domain similarity. This is particularly used in protecting against sophisticated spear phishing attacks. In fraud detection in the financial sector, AI models are deployed to monitor transactional behaviors and detect potentially fraudulent activities which are happening in real time. In the VAPT, AI can analyze vulnerability data to prioritize patches based on the likelihood of exploitation. It assesses the criticality of vulnerabilities and helps focus resources on the most urgent threats. You can also do automated pen testing using AI, and AI-driven tools can simulate attacks, attack patterns, and probe systems for weaknesses, offering continuous testing and analysis. Now, this becomes very, very relevant in today's terms because the cyber criminals are currently using AI to a very large extent, and they are being very, very successful. There have been a lot of talks in the last day or two over here when everybody's talking about quantum computing and the over-reliance of AI in cybersecurity. Now, that's exactly where now, while the cyber criminals are using AI to attack, it becomes very important for the defenders or the ethical hackers to now use the AI tools to not only do pen testing, but also then develop mechanisms in which how do they protect their own systems. So that's where this becomes very important. Even inside threat detection, by analyzing user behaviors within a network, AI can help detect insider threats, which are often very difficult to identify using traditional cybersecurity, because then these are taken for granted. When you have your own organization, you have your own processes, your own systems, so the inside threats are not easily detectable. But AI doesn't look at it that way. AI then differentiates it and identifies the threats and then singles them out. In the AI-augmented security tools, there are enhanced firewalls, antiviruses. Traditional security tools like firewalls, antivirus are now incorporating AI to enhance detection capabilities, especially in dealing with advanced persistent threats, that's APTs. And we are also having AI-based encryption now, which is being explored in cryptography to generate stronger encryption methods and to protect sensitive data against evolving threats. I was here last year, and I was talking about how do we improve our skilling. And that point of time, I had also talked about quantum computing, wherein we discussed that while most of the data is currently has been encrypted in the bits format, the cyber criminals are using quantum computing where they use qubits, and the same data which took years to encrypt now gets decrypted in seconds. So AI-based encryption is now using such models with quantum computing to see how you can now encrypt using AI and make your systems even stronger. So what are the kinds of AI? So there's something called as generative AI. AI basically imitates, like I said earlier, human behavior by using machine learning to interact with the environment and execute tasks without explicit directions on what to output. Generative AI, it creates original content that has been built into chat applications. So generative AI applications take in natural language input and return appropriate responses in a variety of formats. Example of that is something what we use on a daily basis these days. Everybody is using ChatGPT, not only to do their normal day-to-day tasks, but I've also seen growing adoption of such tools, not only in the business environment, but also in schools and colleges, where students are going more and more into using ChatGPT to get answers to most of the things which they can't. Funny enough, when I was trying to figure out what to say over here, I said, why should I not dabble and ask AI to make a presentation for myself? And by the way, some of the slides which I'm using here were made by AI itself. So it really comes handy. And yes, it does need some moderation by humans. So I had to work out a few things, but then yes, you can use this in your daily work also. So you get AI to work against AI and for you to make your life better. So in terms of generative AI applications, they are powered by large language modules. Large language modules are advanced artificial intelligence models trained on vast amount of textual data to understand, generate, and manipulate the human language. These models, built on deep learning architectures like transformers, can perform a wide variety of natural language tasks with high accuracy, thanks to their scale in terms of parameters and training data. So applications of LLMs could be in text generation. They generate human-like text for tasks like creative writing, report generation, chatbot conversations, and like I said, even making presentations. So there is text generation. There is language translation, in which the LLMs are used. They can translate text between different languages with a high degree of accuracy, often comparable to traditional translation tools. Now, I was here yesterday, and I was given some headphones to be able to understand what some of the speakers were saying, because I am not too proficient in Arabic language. Maybe in the next conference or the one after that, we'll have AI do it for us, and we may not need a human translation over there. So that's what AI can do, and that's what large language models are currently working on. In terms of summarizing text, they can read long articles and summarize them and make it concise, making them useful for information extraction or report generation. We've all been through school where we were told to do presses, to do summarized text, do this. So This is very useful in getting the right amount of information as it's required and crunch it rather than doing too long and verbose presentations or reports. In terms of question answering, LLMs understand and respond to complex information and questions by processing and retrieving relevant information from their training data. Most of AI currently is also being used for code generation. So people who don't even know how to code, if you go into such models, you give them a problem and they'll create the entire code. I've seen my own children go in and using some AI applications to create the Tetris game and many such games. So you just give it to AI and they give you the entire code, and you run it, you have a fantastic game. And then you can change it to have certain characters or for making it do some of the things which the original game was not even doing. So there's a lot of application of such language models in various domains which is happening. In terms of understanding the role of AI in cybersecurity, with cyber attacks becoming more sophisticated, there is a need for AI-powered solutions to detect, analyze, and respond to threats in real time. The AI is being used to develop tools for malware detection, behavioral analysis, and network security. This creates demand for AI specialists in cybersecurity, including roles like AI cybersecurity engineers and analysts. There is an increased demand for cybersecurity automation using AI. The cybersecurity tasks using AI and machine learning not only reduces the manual workload on cybersecurity professionals, but then also allows them to focus more on other complex issues which they don't have. So the way this happens is, currently there is a repository of the threat landscape and the kind of things which the pen testers are going in and looking for. Now, it takes them hours, if not days, if not months, to complete all that tasks to look for all of those threats within the system. Using AI, this has changed the entire game, because not only the repository can be checked within seconds, but it is also getting updated in real time. So manually, the entire repository which was there, maybe it gets updated after 3 months or 6 months or after a year, depending on how the human element works. But in AI, with ML, it keeps updating the entire repository in real time, and therefore now we have a fantastic situation where AI is working against AI, both in terms of protecting the systems and with the cyber criminals attacking it. So that's where there is a huge demand for automation using AI in cybersecurity. There is also a huge shortage of talent in AI for cybersecurity. AI is seen as a solution to fill gaps in security teams, but it also means that there is a growing need of AI experts who can develop and manage AI-driven security systems. AI's role in threat intelligence is that it can process vast amounts of data to predict and prevent potential cyber threats before they happen. Cybersecurity firms are increasingly depending on AI to prevent and to increase their threat intelligence. There are specialized AI roles which are now coming in, which include AI machine learning engineers, data scientists focusing on cybersecurity, AI threat analysts, and AI-powered SOC operation managers. Let's look at what's the landscape now in terms of the cybersecurity market. There have been presentations which I've seen before which have alluded to the same kind of data, and this is very self-explanatory in itself, but some of the things which I'd like to talk about over here is by 2025, it is expected that in the AI in cybersecurity market would reach around 38.2 billion. That's the kind of market which is expected for AI in cybersecurity. And over 50% of organizations consider AI in cybersecurity to be a serious game changer. And this is through a report from Webroot. As per Forbes, 64% of organizations think that AI will be crucial in boosting their total productivity, and so on and so forth. The data goes on, and again, if you look at the statistics over here, I had mentioned this, the kind of a number of hours or effort which it takes to do things manually, it has been reduced to minutes using AI. And AI is increasingly becoming the most sought after skill in terms of skilling. Most needed skills is 70% of respondents worldwide considered AI, programming and development as the most needed skills in the future. So clearly it is absolutely evident, even through the statistics which you see, that AI is very, very important, and increasingly we need to go in for adoption of AI. The benefits are there for all. AI can analyze vast amounts of data quickly to identify patterns and anomalies, improving the detection of sophisticated and emerging threats. It provides the capability for real-time threat detection and response, helping to stop attacks before they can cause significant damage. It can automate routine security tasks and incident response, reducing the workload on security teams and increasing the overall efficiency. And also it has predictive capabilities using all the data and algorithms to prevent future threats. But at the same point of time, there are certain risks. One of them happens to be false positives, but advanced AI systems improve the accuracy of threat detection, reducing the number of false positives also. So if I were to now look at the next slide, one of the biggest challenges is the false positives. AI systems can sometimes produce too many false positives, which can overwhelm cybersecurity teams, and therefore there will be adversarial attacks. Hackers can also use AI to exploit systems or to generate adversarial inputs that trick AI models into making incorrect decisions. So for example, you would know most organizations currently use chatbots. Now the chatbots refer to a repository or a library of responses which are supposed to be given. There's no human sitting over there. You ask a question, it has an answer. It'll just pick it up from there. Now imagine somebody goes and poisons that system and put some false positives. With AI, it can't identify. It just goes in over there and picks up the information and just throws out the same responses. This is a big risk, because then as an organization with AI, just depending on whatever is the repository, it could also be spitting out venomous information which would then deface the organization. So that's one of the challenge. It's a limitation. And also then there are privacy issues. AI in cybersecurity often requires vast amount of data, raising concern about how this data is collected, processed, stored, and then how is it then redistributed. So those are some of the challenges. In terms of adoption, AI has already been adopted across various sectors. Today itself, in the morning, when I was coming for the conference, I was looking at one of the programs on CNN, and they were talking about how AI is being used in healthcare to look for, when they do the scanning, human eye or humans often are not able to find out certain anomalies which AI can. And that's a great breakthrough which is happening. That was one of the things. The other is, personally, I know there's a colleague of mine who is working, there's an organization called Netrodyne, and that's in the transportation sector. So what they have done is they use AI algorithms and they've given it to truck drivers. So the systems are put within the truck, and AI uses information real time to tell the truck guy in case he's sleeping, they can do face recognition. In case he's alert, in case there's something coming from the other side, they use the Google traffic and other such information to tell them there's something coming from the other side, you better be careful. So AI is being used to reduce or eliminate any accidents to happen on the road. And this is especially happening a lot in the US. So this same gentleman is using AI in reducing those accidents. And you find this now pervasive across all industries, be it education, be it law, hospitality, energy. It's being adopted everywhere now. Given the fact that it's being adopted everywhere, therefore there are a lot of jobs and there are a lot of roles which are coming up, which is as a cybersecurity engineer, machine language security researcher, so on and so forth. I'm not going to be reading the list, but these are then the options which come up. There's a lot of talk these days that with AI coming, jobs are going to be taken away. I don't believe that. I believe it's a new revolution. We had the industrial revolution when the machines came in and everybody thought with the machines coming, humans will have no job. It only bettered life for everybody. When computers came in, everybody said that computers have come in, what will we do now? Guess what? We have adopted computers in our life and it has made life much better for us. Same is the case with AI. With AI coming, jobs are not going to go. They are going to grow and we are going to have more jobs. So this is just some of the job roles in AI for cybersecurity. In terms of future trends, with the rise of quantum computing, AI will play a crucial role in mitigating new cryptographic threats. It will help balance security and privacy with models that protect user data without exposing sensitive information. There are collaborative AI systems which are being developed that will share threat intelligence across organizations, creating a global network of cybersecurity defenses, so the defense becomes even stronger. And by 2025, Gartner predicts that 60% of organizations will rely on AI for cybersecurity tasks, which is going to be up by 20%, what it was being used in 2021-22. In conclusion, AI is basically a game changer. With AI, organizations can detect and respond to threats before they cause damage. However, human oversight is still necessary to ensure that AI is kept in check, in balance, and is working correctly. The integration of AI in cybersecurity is essential to manage the ever-growing volume and complexity of cyber threats. While AI has proven highly effective, challenges such as I talked about false positives, adversarial AI, and ethical concerns will need continued focus to ensure that AI tools remain secure and fair. What's the call to action? Organizations should adopt AI tools to enhance their cybersecurity posture while addressing the potential risks associated with AI misuse. So in conclusion, I only say change is always good, all right? So we should be embracing AI as a welcome change. Yes, it needs to be monitored. Yes, it needs to be put in check, but the sooner we embrace it, the better. Thank you very much.